Well guys, we've got one classic computer, games from 8 different systems, and possibly the wackiest joystick you're ever going to see. Welcome back to the Betty Hood Clinic. And if you were lucky to own one of these back in 1992, yep, you guessed it, you possibly picked up a Commodore Amiga 1200. This is not my original 1200. I owned one, I sold it on, but I'm really happy to get this back into my collection. And just to show you, there it is. I've modified this, it's got loads of extras in it now. It comes with obviously the standard peripherals as well, you know. Card there, 3.5 inch there, all the ports and everything you need. This is an A1 mint condition. I've stripped it completely to its bare bones to make sure I'm happy with it, and I'm more than happy with it, I really am. To give you an idea of some of the things I've stuck in it, I've stuck in a memory flash card and expanded the RAM, but I've also stuck in, because with these you could have had a hard drive with it, but if you consider back then the biggest hard drive that they produced was a 2.5 inch 200 megabyte, I've actually gone for a flash card, and there you have it. Version I've actually stuck in is a 16 gigabyte. This is just an 8 gigabyte to show you, but they're basically plug this in, get your flash card that's already been paired and set up, and if I can work my fingers, which I can't, plug it all in like that. There you go. Eventually, and away you go. I've not checked how many games I've actually got preloaded on mine, but there looks to be hundreds, maybe thousands. Just having a quick play with it. I've just had a blast at Lords of the Rising Sun, and it came from the desert. Absolutely fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Bits I got with it. Remember these? No, it's not the Competition Pro. It's a zip stick joystick, so I'm more than happy to have that as well. A few games that I actually got with it. Fernandez Must Die. I didn't play this back in the day, so I've not got a clue what it's about. The Red Baron. I played this back in the day, but I must admit I only had it on copy. But this is obviously a big box game, and it comes fully loaded with everything you need. And just to show you a few of the bits that it's got, not only have you got one ginormous manual, but just to obviously just show you a few of the pictures that are in there, it comes loaded with everything you've ever wanted to know about the game, about the airplanes and everything to go with it. Fantastic. And obviously you've got your maps, so you know, maps to go with it. Again, just to quickly show them, there you go. And of course everything back then was on 3.5 inch floppy. Now if I haven't got this game on my fast drive, or flash card rather, not fast drive, I could potentially load it from the disk into its memory, but I think it might be easier if I just basically download it onto my Mac and then put it onto the drive that way. More than happy to do that. Some other bits that I've got, you know, I'm a big Elite fan. I picked up Elite for the Amiga. It's more for the box art and everything, because the game I've already got on there. But I also wanted to update my original Commodore 64 version, which I have done. And unlike mine, which is well used, this comes with everything. quick hole. Quick key control guides. I think I remember pinning this next bit to my wall as a kid. There you go, so you can identify all the ships that you were coming across. For your keyboard on the old Commodore, there you go, so you can quickly launch your missiles and whatever. And then the Dark Wheel, which was actually, it's a book. I never actually got round to reading it. I remember lending it out to a lad. I never got it back. And of course, as the majority of us had the games back then, all on tape. The only other couple of items that I got with the Amiga, which came free, was foot pedal. Don't think I'm ever going to be using it, so I'll probably just put this back up for sale. And a Super Stick joystick. Nice that it's in the box. I've not tried it yet, but it feels, it's all microchipped, so it feels fantastic, it really does. So I'm really happy to own that as well. Right, carrying on. For the PlayStation 1, I've picked up Dino Crisis 2. You know what it's all about. It's Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. It's survival horror at its best. Really happy to add that to my collection. And Beyblade. Don't actually know much about it. I think it's an RPG, but I've not had a chance to even look at it properly yet. So let me know. Carrying on with the PlayStation theme, PlayStation 2, as you probably know, it forms the major part of my collection. So I've picked up The Simpsons. I also picked up End of Game, Star Wars the movie, Crisis Zone. Anyone remember the film Top Gun? I also picked up Siberia 2. Looks really interesting. Don't really know a great deal about it. But the best one has to be Rogue Galaxy. If you also follow a guy called Radical Reggie, this is his #1 RPG of all time. I've never played it. I don't know really anything about it personally, but if that guy recommends it, it's a must for all. Still sticking with PlayStation, I picked up Vanquish. This is a third-person shooter. Not had a chance to play it yet, but it looks really good, and from what I've been told, it's a fantastic shoot 'em up from Sega. White Knight Chronicles. Now this was recommended to me. I think it's an RPG, but again I've not had a chance to even look at this one yet. So we've got the Christmas holiday period coming up. I'm sure I'm going to be devoting a few hours to it, so can't wait to give that one a blast. Now, moving on to the Amiga again, but this time CD32, I picked up an absolute classic, Pirates. I remember playing this on the 1200 back in the day, thoroughly enjoyed it, and as you can see, it's a little bit battered, but this comes with everything. Really happy to own that again. And how many more times will I say absolutely fantastic? Put your comments below. Moving over to the Xbox 360 for a moment, I've picked up The Last Remnant. This is an absolute fantastic role-playing game. If you've not played this, you really need to. Thoroughly enjoying this so far. I'm probably only about halfway through, but it's absolutely fantastic, and I highly recommend it. Right, jumping back to the PlayStation 4 for a moment. Call of Duty World War II. I'm about halfway through this. I've been told it's a short campaign, but I must admit I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm also thoroughly enjoying the Nazi zombies. I've already done a video on this. It's breathtakingly beautiful. It really is. I told you before, I'm a big Elite fan. I've not even took it out of the wrapper yet. Elite Dangerous. Right, we're down to the last bits now. I stumbled across this originally on YouTube. I spotted another guy using one. and I just had to have it. And you know, it's now the biggest and wackiest joystick I've ever owned. Oh, and it comes in an absolute colossal box. You can probably just make that out. It's the steel battalion joystick, and it is the only way you'll ever be able to play these two games on the original Xbox, because without it you can't play them. It also comes with this giant, almost feels like an annual, but it's a manual, and it tells you exactly how to set it up, how to play the game, and what every single button does. If I remember correctly, there's 41 different buttons, and every button does something. Whether it's to power it up, turn on the air, get the fuel running, turn your cannons, your machine guns, launch missiles. It's the most wackiest thing I've ever seen and owned. There is two versions of it. There's the green button version. I've got the blue button version, which is the second batch, if you like, that was produced. And it's just a fantastic collector's piece. These are becoming harder and harder to find as well. So it's a fantastic addition to my collection. And I tell you what, it just makes playing the game that little bit more realistic. You know, you are controlling what is a giant mech, a robot, and yeah, fantastic. Thoroughly happy to have it as part of my collection. Right, hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed showing you what I've managed to pick up recently. I've not shown you everything, otherwise we'll be here for way longer. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, subscribe if you want more, and I'll catch you again. Take care.